Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Kyle Kuzma.
And you can't get too wrapped up in the numbers, but sure, his rebounding volume has indeed been decreasing. Is that a function of physicality, alterations to playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Traore, also Demon out there, and it's Sharp in at the 5. And for the Bucks, we've got Bobby Portis. Rollins is out there with Kevin Porter. And there's Miles Turner, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. GA, I've heard coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focused on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
And here's Brooklyn. Pass to Traore. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Traore's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Nets. Rollins the pass to Porter. Now Turner. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here is Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Pass to Sharp. Here's Traore. Last time out he had 14 points. It's tipped. And they're moving it up. Kuzma left side. Outside Portis. And here's Porter. Shot clock at 6. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Shot's good by Turner.
Well, hey, shooting off the catch is right in Turner's wheelhouse.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Traore. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Outside Porter. Lets it go with a 3. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Demon. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Now, not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
Now, here's Porter. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. And, man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end. This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Pass to Rollins. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Here's Traore. A rebound by the Bucks.
Well, there you have it, their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
Pass Pass to Rollins. To the inside. And he finishes nicely on the way. Turner's got his second basket of the night.
And he is a load inside. Turner can back anybody down to get to his sweet spot.
Now, here's Sean. Pass to Torrey. His three-pointers off the mark. The Bucks leading. Here's Porter. Portis kicks to Kuzma. Turner with the screen for Kuzma. Here's Rollins. 2 points. That one goes.
Oh, nice read from Kuzma. Really good at finding the open teammate.
Pass to Minot. Here's Demon. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Here's Torrey. To end the cold streak, bangs home the trifecta. Demon's got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Kuzma outside. Outside Turner for the three. Second shot opportunity. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Minot. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Milwaukee with the ball. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, you have to make your free throws.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to the 76ers.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And missed free throws are killers, especially when you consider how many they missed. Hopefully, they stay late to practice after that.
Here's Abaji. He has yet to score. Here's Demon. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Milwaukee. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
And that one's good, Abaji.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Outside Porter from the arc. Porter can't get that one to fall.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Torrey, covered by Rollins. Torrey can't hit. Bucks trail by 3. Pass to Porter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porter's got 5 points so far.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Some changes here for the Bucks. Jang, he's checked in for Portis. And it's A.J. Green in for Rollins. So it's Brooklyn now. Pass to Wolf. To the paint. And that one is stuffed right through.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
Bucks trail by 3. Porter passes to Jang. And here is Green. Kuzma, right side. And it's denied. And they'll keep possession. Just 5 to shoot. Jang with the screen for Porter. He sinks the 11-footer. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
Poetry in motion. Porter with a beautiful stroke rising up there from mid-range.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Offensive rebound from past the arc. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
The Nets shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. No good on the second free throw.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Porter's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Traore. Here's Wolf. Off target from outside. Here's Milwaukee now. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First personal foul. Stan, every night, Kuzma finds a way to contribute on the offensive end.
Yeah, Kevin, look, I think what Kuzma does is he'll find a way to score the ball. He'll do it running the floor. He'll do it cutting. He'll do it on the offensive boards. And he can make jump shots. He's got a lot of ways to score, and he can take what the defense gives.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Oh, the great thing about Kuzma is he's so well-rounded. He can do a little bit of everything on the floor.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Sims is checked in, and it's Prince in for Kevin Porter. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Mann comes in for Demon. And Saraf's subbed in for Traore. And both free throws good for Kuzma. The Nets have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Here's Saraf, guarded by Green. Clowney. Pass to Wolf. Here's Saraf. Now, Mann looking for Kuzma. He gets it there. In the corner, it's Jang. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. The Nets shooting 47% from the field to start things off. Here's Saraf. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Green. Jang dishes to Green. The tray. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Saroff, headed by Green. They set the screen, and Claxton throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Clock at 6. Kuzma outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Tie game in Milwaukee. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, you can bet their coach is encouraging them to keep up the extra effort. It's more than paying off.
Gary Trent is out there with Green. Then there's Prince. And it's Antetokounmpo in its center. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Back to you, Kevin. Leveraging
all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Bucks trail by 4. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And finished off by Jang.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Trent kicks to Prince. Back to Trent. With the drive, and that one is hammered home.
You can't give guys like Trent any sort of lane to the basket. He's a solid driver who picks his spots.
Pass to Saroff. There's the pick. Over Green. Saroff can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here's Green. Nothing on the board. Jang, the pass to Trent. Free throw line jump shot. And another basket for Milwaukee.
For an old basketball guy like me, there's nothing better than watching the midi like Trent hit there.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Rollins comes in for Gary Trent. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for A.J. Green. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Abaji. There's a good screen. Here's Minot. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Now here's Porter. He had a 30-point outing their last game against New York.
And it was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Pass to Abaji. On the wing, man. Covered by Rollins. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now here's Porter. He's got 9. And finished off by Porter.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
Nets trailed by 4. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Claxton a screen on Rollins. On the wing, man. Covered by Rollins. Clock at 4. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Minot can't get it to go.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Jang with the screen for Porter. Pass to Rollins. Here's Demon. Guarded by Porter. Here's Man. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's Demon missing. And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Abaji. He's coming off a 13-point game against Philadelphia. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. Rollins with the bucket.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Nets trail by 6. Pass to Sharp. Here's Demon. Porter with the steal. Lays it up off the glass. Porter's got 13. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And Sharp drops them both. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 14-4 run. Now here's Jang. 9 points last game. Porter, no luck.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
It's to Demon. Five to shoot. And it's good. 2 points. He's got 9. Here's Porter. 13 points in the game. Now here's Turner to the wing on the left. Outside Portis. Turner against Sharp. Turner with the screen for Porter, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Now a moment to see the numbers for Porter. Over the last month, getting it done. Averaging about 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. But to have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. Torrey's checked in for the Nets.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Bucks have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Kuzma, right side, got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Sharp. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
The Bucks trail. Kuzma outside. Back to Porter. Lets it go from 11. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And we know Kevin Porter Jr. is capable of having big nights, and the way he's playing, this could be one.
Here's Torrey. It's blocked. On the wing, Porter. 15 points in the game. Pass to Kuzma. Porter looking it over. Here's Turner. Rebounded by the Nets. Sharp's got his 7th rebound here tonight. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Demon, and the 3 ball is good. Demon's got 12 points in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Rollins. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York. To the middle. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Rollins got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Look, Portis isn't asked to do a lot of facilitating, so the assist there is just an added bonus.
Pass to Demon. 3-pointer. That one, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Down low. Takes it off the glass. Portis has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, when Portis gets the ball down there, he goes to work. Bobby has a nice blend of touch and size.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. moment here now to see the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Traore. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Porter, no luck. For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Inside, here's Traore. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Porter passes to Turner. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, Turner is used to absorbing contact on the way up. Terrific balance on display there.
Here's Minot. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and look, he made his mark on defense also. Was pressuring the ball, came away with 3 steals. Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter, 3rd of the game so far.
Here's Porter. Porter's trying to free himself. Porter, no luck.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Deming. He's coming off a 13-point game against Philadelphia. Here's Sharp. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner. He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Milwaukee making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And here's Porter. 15 points in the game. To the inside. There's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Plenty of power behind that move from Portis. He likes hammering it down with as much authority as possible.
Driving the lane. 32 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Zhang inside. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Plays it up and banks it in. Brooklyn's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Here's Deming. 1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect play to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Nets lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. So what do if you're one of those teams down there on the bottom bunk?
First of all, Ernie, you never want to be on the bottom bunk. You know why? Because the guy climbs down and he steps on your arm and he's going. You've never been to summer camp, have you?
Yeah, as long as the bed made out of solid steel, you're all good down there.
No thanks. I'm sorry. I'll pass.
And when we look at the first half of the Nets, a close contest so far.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Nets with the lead. Setting the floor for the Nets. Torrey is out there with Demon. Then it's Sharp, and it's Minot in at the power forward. Now, here's Sharp. Torrey can't hit. Kuzma outside. Outside Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Rollins the pass to Portis. Shot clock at 5. Porter outside. Rebound, Brooklyn. Abaji's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Sharp. Portis brings the double team. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Demon's got the lead up to 4 now for Brooklyn. Kuzma outside. Porter with it. He's got 15. Fires the 3. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Torrey. Here's Abaji. Let's go. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Kuzma outside. Here's Rollins. He's got 8. Pass to Portis. Kuzma outside. There's Porter with the 3, and the Bucks miss again.
Well, this is not what they envisioned coming out of the break. Missing their first 3 shots.
The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
The Nets have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. The line for 1. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Rollins. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. 5 on the clock. Fires it up. And the Bucks miss again.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Pass to Torrey. Shoots over Portis. Torrey can't hit. Bucks trail by 7. Rollins the pass to Porter. There's Portis. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Here's Torrey, defended by Portis. Here's Minot. 7 points in the game. From deep. They get it again. Sharp. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Sharp's got 8 points.
Hey, those second chance points are found money. Tremendous effort there.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. While we're in the quick break, let's show you the list of the hottest shooting rookies in the NBA this year. Well, you look at Traore, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Igor Demon. Same could be said about him.
Well, I think it's safe to say these two have made the adjustment to the brand of defense being played in the NBA. Their shooting percentages are just fantastic.
Now, here's Kuzma. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Here's Traore following the bucket by the Bucks. And it's Sharp missing.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Porter, no luck.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Traore. Rebounded by the Bucks. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Miles Turner. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's putting up 13 points a game, almost 2.5 blocks, and 6 rebounds. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, and a lot of that isn't coachable. He just has those defensive instincts that help him get ahead of shooters.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Here's Rollins. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Nets on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Pass to Demon. Here's Abaji. Here's Traore. He's got 13. Here he goes. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Turner. He has 7. Back to Portis. Pass to Porter. Launches a 3. Einod pulls it in. That's leading by 12. Puts the move on. And that one's good. Abaji. Abaji's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Traore, covered by Rollins. Here's Abaji. Rollins grabs the board. Rollins got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kuzma finds Porter. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
Pass to Abaji. Here's Traore. Rebound, Milwaukee. Turner's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Rollins with the bucket.
As he's gotten older, we've seen KPJ become a willing passer.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Mann's checked in for Brooklyn.
Substitution on the court.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. A new generation is entering the league, and Draymond Green said these young dudes talk a lot of mess. I don't mind it at all. It's just weird to be in a space where they're like, man, I watched you my whole life. But then they're also talking crazy, saying, you had your run, you're old now. Kevin, back to you.
Yep, it flips quick, doesn't it? Thank you, Allie. So it's the Bucks now, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. 4 on the clock. To the paint, here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
An experienced veteran now. Turner has run these pick and rolls countless times, and he understands how to capitalize off them.
Now, here's Sean. 8 points for him. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Traore. Puts it up from 12. Here's Sharp, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Bobby Portis.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
Jang, he's checked in for the Bucks. And so he hits both.
And the free throw shooting has been excellent tonight. And how often do we get to say that?
Pass to Kuzma. Now here's Green, defended by Mann. And Green gets it to go.
Coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Nets leading by 13. Mann passes to Abaji. Here's Traore. Goes up on the block. Rebound, Milwaukee. Portis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Here's Rollins. 10 points for him. To the left side wing. Kuzma offline with his 3.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Nancy's checked in for Bobby Portis, and it's Taurean Prince in for Rollins.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Bucks trail by 16. Green, the pass to Kuzma. Now Nance. Pass to Green. Kuzma, left side. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Kuzma's got 7 points.
That is a great possession. Get Kuzma the ball, and Kyle will drill those catch-and-shoot chances.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power, hammering down the two-hand slam. Now here's Prince. Still scoreless. Kuzma, left side. Stripped away. In transition, here come the Nets. Clowney, good. Clowney's got 4 points in the quarter.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Now here's Prince. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Nance dishes to Green. And he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got his second bucket of the night. And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game. On the wing, man. Guarded by Prince. Here's Traoré. Up and in on the layup. 17 points in the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here's Prince. And here's Green outside. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Traoré, 17 points in the game. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, that's great decision making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Zhang is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Green. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Sims in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Nets leading by 19 points. Here's Demon. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Man, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Man finds Claxton. Chalk up 2 there. And the Nets lead by 21.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Now Porter. Outside, Green. And it's off from three-point range. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Pass to Claxton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
The Bucks making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And so it's Prince with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. And the rejection by Claxton. Down low. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Pass to Chang. To the middle. They kick it out to Green. Chang with the screen for Green. From downtown, Clowney pulls it in. Nets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Demon. That's no good. Miss number 5 against 14 makes. Prince outside. Porter inside. And Zhang kicks to Green. Fires the 3. Buries it from three-point range.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
Well, that's the best way to neutralize that size advantage. Make him defend out on the perimeter.
And he just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Porter. Wolf grabs the miss.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Over Porter. Another one falls for Brooklyn. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's Demon. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Demon's got 25 points in the game.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Man passes to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Zhang finds Prince. Bucks passing it around. And here's Green outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Demon. Pass to Clowney. And there it is for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Outside, Porter. It's Prince on the wing. Now, here's Green. To halt the run. Drills it from outside. Green's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for Milwaukee. Here's Demon. Guarded by Porter. Pass to Wolf. Here's Demon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul. Second team.
There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
First one falls for him.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Bobby Portis comes in for Jang. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Rollins subbed in for A.J. Green. And the Nets also making a change. Saraf's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Now, here's Kuzma. He's tightly guarded. It's good.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Demon, that's good. Demon's got 29.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Porter finds Kuzma. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half.
Milwaukee's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Now here's Porter. Pass to Turner. Takes the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 8th assist here tonight.
A legitimate threat from downtown. The defense can't afford to let Turner feel comfortable firing away.
Now Claxton. Turner covering. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Powell, he's jacked in for Demon. Pass to Clowney. Here's Powell. And the layup's good off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here is Porter. And here is Turner. Now here's Kuzma. Turner with the screen for Kuzma. Misses the 3. And so Powell will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Saraf. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And the Nets making a change here. Smith has checked in. Looking to end his cold spell. Porter, no luck.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Pass to Saraf. And the three off target.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
You know what time it is, Bucks fans. Give it up for your forward crew.
Well, we have a chance now, a recap of one of the standout performances of our game, earning them a huge jolt of energy. Green finds Kuzma. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Over in the corner, Portis. Pass to Rollins. To the paint. Claxton with the steal. Outside Wilson. Now Claxton. The Nets working the ball around now. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Clowney's got 5 points in the quarter.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Rollins with the bucket.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Pass to Wilson. Here's Wolf, guarded by Kuzma. Here's Clowney. Another three for Brooklyn.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Brooklyn.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Wolf. Here's Clowney. Outside Wilson, 6 to shoot. And Clowney can't get it to go. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Here's Rollins. Out to Turner. Here's Kuzma. Misses there. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what whatever the matchup is, you never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now we present our player of the game.